Hello, my fellow styrene craftsmen. Brett here, high altitude scale modeling. Today we're going to be looking at the new Bf109 G6 Bunny Fighter Member Edition. Interesting scheme. Probably won't do a whole kit review on it because the Bf109 G6 new Eduard kit's been reviewed everywhere and everyone seems to love it. We'll look at the parts, look at what you get with this special edition, so it won't be too long of a review. So you get 4 different schemes. Get out of the glare there. 4 different schemes. The Bunny Fighter scheme, Bunny Fighter scheme, South Airfield, Soviet Union, 1944 below that, and Slovak National Uprising Airfield, 1944 for that one, and the other one is just a scheme here, which is another not real scheme. Alright, this side you get the Brazen cockpit, prop, wheels, shirt. There's the code number right there, BFC019. It's a dual combo kit. You get all of what you see right there. Alright, and let's just open her up and see what's inside. I just got this a couple days ago. So you get the usual dual combo kit, which is actually probably enough to make 4. You get 2 fuselages, 2 wing sets, fuel tanks, bombs, prop. There's the cockpit. I'm not sure if you get 1 or 2 Brazen cockpits, probably just 1. Different tail versions. Bunch of tiny little parts in there. Exhaust, slightly hollowed out. And this looks like the exact same sprue. Yep, it is. Same sprue, so you get it twice. There's the wheels. Well, let's just open one and give it a little glance. Usual Eduard resealable bags. Sorry it's been so long since my last review. I live in a resort area and Christmas was kicking my ass. We had record sales at my restaurant. So I got some very happy bosses. Alright. Nice detail on there that you probably can't see because the camera's whitening out. Zoom, baby, zoom. But anyway, the exhaust. They're slightly hollowed out. You can hollow them out a little more. Lots of tiny, nice parts for the belly, for the elevators. No ejection pin marks, no flash. Everything that you've heard about this kit looks to be true. There's 2 sets of exhaust. Here's a second set. These are the covered exhausts. You can see the top across the top there. Top across the top. See, it's been so long I can't even speak English anymore. 3 props. You're supposed to get a resin prop in here too, so I guess you won't be using one of those. I'm not sure if you get 1 or 2 resin props, but I would assume 1. So those tiny delicate parts. No flash. Very well detailed. I'd say I'd want flat spotted tires, but I don't remember how soft or hard the tires were if they were flat spotted. This is nice. You get the instrument panel with all the gauges on it, and then you get a blank instrument panel if you want to use the color PE. Okay. And we'll take a quick gander at the wings and fuselage for those of you who haven't looked at the 100 other reviews on the new Eduard Bf109 G6. But it is as amazing as they say. Fine detail, great rivet detail. Looks all to be pretty close to in scale. Nice rivet detail where the landing gear is going to go when it's closed, but you'll see it when it's open. Wingtips are one piece, so you've only got to glue right around there. Like I said, 2 sets of wings, 2 fuselages, all the same. There's the gun cowling cover. I remember seeing the ailerons, but I'm sure they're in there. Very nice rivet detail. It's going to hold a wash nice. There are plenty of good washes out there. I'm still using the UMP wash for most everything. I just like its simplicity and the way it happens to look on, especially the dark dirt, and how these are going to be. Of course, with that camo that I plan on doing, it'll probably be more like a mix of dark dirt and concrete, or dark dirt and light dirt. Different bulges for the fuselage. Alright. As you would expect from Eduard, it looks amazing. Let me sit this over here. Let's start with some PE. So, because of dual combo, you get these 2 color PE sets for the cockpit. Unfortunately, they're not self-adhesive. So, 2 aircraft, 2 PE sets. 2 aircraft, 2 mask sets. Let's go into this. Is the cockpit, the Brazen cockpit, and it looks like the props and the wheels are in there too. So this is all the extra resin we get, and of course it's all bagged separately. With the Brazen cockpit, you get the color photo etch set, which is a little smaller, but then you get this part of it to add the rest of the detail, like the trim wheel and those attached to the trim wheel, the drive gears. So you get a little bit of different resin with the Brazen cockpit set. Typical wheels, these are flat spotted, you can see right there. So I guess there was a little bit of flat spotting in them. You just have to carefully cut it off the block. Alright, let's check this out. Prop. There's the hub. And there's the cover for the hub. It's actually got some nice detail on it too, if you can see it. Bunch of nice rivet detail in there. There you go. And the spinner part, which also has some really nice detail on it. Attach the prop blades to it. It's going to be, like I said, be careful cutting these off the blocks. Something this nice you don't want to ruin. And the actual prop blades themselves. And the spinner part, it looks like. Alright. This is the Brazen cockpit. Now, here's the bottom part of the tub. Very nice. Remember, when using resin, wear a mask. I always put a damp paper towel down and cut it on there to help keep the dust down. These are the side walls, one for each side. This, I'm guessing, is the armor for the front glass. Yeah, focus it, it's clear, huh? There we go. I'm not sure if those are tiny little pieces for something else or what. And all the tiny little cockpit parts. So I hope everybody here had a good holiday, whether you celebrate Christmas or Kwanzaa or Festiva or just nothing at all, just had a good time with the friends and family. I'm assuming, I never assume, so I don't know what these parts are yet. When we look at the directions, we'll see if we can figure it out. And one's a gun sight, and both might be gun sights for different versions. Come on, you were doing so good. Instrument panel, full gauges on it if you don't want to use the photo etch. And here's the blank for if you do want to use the photo etch. And little bits, control levers and other things. I just have to take my word for it. Headrest. The seat tub, hollowed out because they used to sit on their parachutes. Nice detail all around it. Control stick and another small part. And rudder pedals, and I'm guessing where the control stick attaches to the cockpit floor. So that's all the parts. Let me put them back in here and I'll gander at the instructions. Don't know what that is, but we're going to put it in here anyway. So I don't know about where you live, but since about the 10th of December, I've gotten about 8 feet of snow up here at 10,000 feet, which for me is a great thing. I love the snow. Other people who I work with for some reason don't like snow, yet they live up here, which of course doesn't make sense because, you know, it snows in Colorado. We never denied it. And let me put these away. Resin is not extremely fragile, but it is fragile. And like I said, breathing the dust is not healthy for you, so wear a mask. And if you do like I do, put down a wet paper towel and it'll absorb up some of that. Typical Eduard instructions. There's the introduction. Blue parts you're not going to use. All the resin parts. Color callouts if it'll stop whiting out and you can read it. Freeze at that exact moment when you can read it. Boom. So, this is the kit cockpit, because you will have to use one for one of the kits. I didn't look at the clear parts yet. I had thought of that because this is the fuel line and it's clear. Brass and cockpit directions are on page 12, so we'll get to those. PE is marked in red. Well, for these anyway, the red parts you have to remove. Very detailed instructions as usual. You can use a decal for the instruments, or you can use the photo etch. Different versions of the exhaust depending on which version of the aircraft you're doing. Guns, I might actually get some of the RB miniatures, RB models, brass barrels for it if I'm going to build it all nice and fancy. Wings going on, details for the landing gear bays. Remove that if you're doing marking B. Ailerons. Radiators. There's this radiator, these are filters, air filters. Flaps. Wheels. For the brass and wheels, go to page 14. Brass and propeller, go to page 14. There's the canopy, and there's PE parts all over the canopy, of course. You can have the canopy held open. And putting the finishing touches on it. As you can see, there's not a lot. There's probably 8 full steps. PE antenna. Here's what the mask, showing you how to put it on. Here's the resin parts for the brass and cockpit and how to put it together using the PE belts. So it's going to be really nicely detailed. The regular cockpit wasn't too bad either. There you go. These are one of the two parts I was wondering about. Still didn't tell me what it is, but there's one right there. Sidewall, there's the drive change for the trim wheel. How to have it angled right there. You got to remove the interior detail on the fuselage if you're using the brass and cockpit. 8 steps for the brass and cockpit. Brass and wheels, and you get masks for those. Propeller. Actually, you don't cut it off of there because there's a drive gear on there. Good thing I looked at the directions. I could have messed it all up. So it looks like this one completes. There's a lot of good detail in that. This has a hollow end, so it represents the cannon. And there's a little round piece there you have to be careful of. Now for the schemes. This is the one I'm going to do because it's so funky, so weird, and you know it's not real. And I've got so many Bf106 kits that I can do one out of scheme. Let me look at the face on the nose. It's got a shark mouth, or I guess it could be an angry bunny mouth. It's got a bunny on that side. It's got a bunny with a carrot gun on this side. It's got a Russian star on the tail. German insignia on the fuselage and wings. It's painted like the Focke-Wulf that covered the 262. Look at that. Desert camo, splinter camo. It's got everything. Looks like it's even got a tail, a World War I type tail. And then there's this one, which is from Soviet Union. It's got Mickey Mouse on it. Well, German version of Mickey Mouse. The Germans apparently love Mickey Mouse. Nice color scheme. The winter camo, that's kind of cool too, so I might do that as the second one. This is another fictional one from the Slovak National Uprising, but it's all fictional. You can see it's got some nice graffiti looking writing on it. And then it's got kill marks for Russian, American, and German. And I'm guessing that's the uprising symbol because it's not really the Czech symbol, unless that's the Slovak symbol by itself. I'm not really sure. That's another interesting one. It's got it's like an axe decal on both sides. So that could be fun too. And this one, flown by Rudolf Bozic from National Uprising. This one is a realistic one from the Uprising. So where this one, it's almost the same plane. It is the same plane, but this one's fictional. And this one's supposed to be real. Or I could be wrong. Stencil data and the related parts you can buy for it. So I'm guessing this one part is probably the magazine for the front machine gun or the front cannon. And then I guess they made a mistake somewhere in there because they put an errata sheet for the camo C, camo B, and camo D. So it looks like the only one they got right is the Bunny Fighter one, because it's not real anyway. Alright, included in the kit is this beautiful Bunny Fighter Club t-shirt. Now I was a member of the Bunny Fighter Club already, but I wanted this kit. So now my son, who's a modeler, is going to have a shirt, and he's going to be a member of Bunny Fighter Club too. He just didn't get the kit because the other one's a MiG 21. You can't get it anymore. So there's the obnoxious blue Bunny Fighter Club shirt. Not bad. I'd wear it to get a discount at a show or around the house while I'm modeling. Oops, forgot some resin. So that looks like it's it, my friends. If you're not a member of the Bunny Fighter Club and you buy a lot of Eduard stuff, it's a good deal. Especially living in the EU because the shipping's not as much. If you go to a lot of shows where Eduard's at, it's a good deal because you get 25% discounts at a show. If you want just a unique looking aircraft, it comes with a brazen cockpit, which their Profi packs don't. Then it's a good kit. It cost me around $70 plus shipping from Eduard itself, which for the dual combo plus a shirt plus all the brazen parts is a lifetime discount. Seems like a fair price to me. Alright, my fellow styrene craftsmen, that's it for this one. It was a little longer than I thought, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you want a more detailed review of the actual G6 kit, look on YouTube, look up Eduard's new Bf109 G6 or something along those lines, because there's a lot of them out there. Thanks, and have a great day. And since it's been so long since I did one, a review that is, I forgot to do the clear parts and the decals. So we're going to be editing this in on the back. So you get matching clear sprues. You get 3 of the new style canopies, 2 of the older style canopies, 3 armored fronts. This is for the older style canopies in the back. I'm guessing one's an armored headrest. You get 2 clear gun sights, so you get 4 clear gun sights. Fuel line, which is going to be very fragile, so be careful taking it off. And the clear parts, you can't really see through there, so no distortion, no waving. Just nice, clear, clean parts that Eduard is known for. So very nice clear parts. Like I said, you've got enough for 5 different ME109s. Decal sheets. 3 decal sheets. These are from the uprising aircraft. Very, very shiny, but they're cut extremely close to the sheet, so they're going to come off very well. Made by Eduard. Stencil data, 2 sheets of stencil data. Guess that makes sense because there's 2 aircraft. So 2. Again, very nice. Cut very close to the film. So they're going to come off nice. These are also made by Eduard. But very nice range of stencils. And you can read them. You had a magnifying glass, you might be able to read the little ones, but the rest of them you can read okay. And the main decal sheet. You get National Uprising ones there too. These are just bigger. So I'm guessing you needed the bigger ones for the wings. Nice shark's mouth. Great Mickey Mouse, great bunny. All looking very nice. The tail, if you want to do the... I can never remember what that World War I camo's called. Instrument panel, the eyes, the spinner, axes for that one. Swastikas you put together. Under my thumb is the swastikas you get for America. I'm not showing them just out of respect for other countries. Probably already saw them when I picked them up anyway. But there you go. These are very nice, detailed, all in register, all cut very closely. Looks like he's dragging Mickey Mouse right there with a block of cheese. That's kind of cool too. So, sorry for forgetting this on my last run through. There you go. And we'll just tack this on to the end. Have a great day.